Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing with Anno 1800 Season 2. And yeah, this is the Tourist Season DLC, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, this is the first DLC that I don't like. And I know that I'm with that a little bit of a heretic in the eyes of some people, but it's just as it is. So, I don't see the tourists adding much to the game aside of some decoration buildings, but the stuff that they need is overly complex and also not really plannable for the simple reason that they break with their own UI rules. And just as a little comparison, for chocolate I see the entire production chain. Nice, I can see what I can build where and so on. Tourists, chemical plant, oh nice, shampoo, lemonade, souvenir. I have to build it in order to see what kind of ingredients are needed. So, and here, I don't know where I can build for cinnamon. Ah, okay, there's a region of the New World, okay, but I don't see which building. I can only assume that it is going to be the orchard, and so on. So the entire recipe system is just... no. But hey, for people who enjoy building beautiful cities, this DLC might totally be worth it. I unfortunately do not count among them. So therefore the DLC does not give much for me, personally, but hey, that is all a matter of taste. If you like the DLC, then yeah, you're welcome.
Competitors are now at war.
But still, I will try to get the maximum out of this DLC. So we will produce everything that is necessary, and yeah, we will see where it leads us. Maybe I will even change my mind. That is totally in the realm of possibility. And yeah, in this episode we are going to focus on the quests for the Iron Tower, which is actually quite nice so far. Unfortunately, it still has to deal with the Queen, and we all know that this is a character that I absolutely hate. So, and we are also going to beautify these gaps. What I did off screen though is I ordered a couple of airships, because in this episode, either in this or in the next episode, we are also going to start producing the goods that we need for the hotels and for the tourists and so on. So yeah, we need more ships for our trade routes. We need a couple of items for research, though we all know that research might now take its time. But at least I don't have to micromanage that anymore, because they had this nice little free update that removed one of my major complaints. And that update alone is totally worth it. And yeah. So, are there still any areas that look too unfinished? Yeah, it's actually that area. So, here I can go for that, and that was totally wrong actually. So we can go with that, and now we have space for another house. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I actually wanted to move one of those. I'm pretty sure somewhere I still have a hotel with a bus station not sitting there properly. But yeah, once all the people are happy, we are going to have around 7,500 tourists. That is all that I need. I don't need much more. Then we can focus I'm getting investors again. That will also be interesting with the next DLC.
Ship
Where we
constructed.
can build high rises. And we got a finished ship. The question is, which design are we going to give for our Cape Trelawney ships? So that is definitely the Arctic. I think that one is going to be. So, and you shall go to Cape Trelawney and to Crown Falls. What do we already have here? An airship. Oh, and yeah, that menu here is also straight from hell. UI definitely not modular enough to keep up with a game of that scale.
Sweet as honey.
Okay, now we need to wait a little bit until the airship arrives, or we are just going to do a quest. There's still a quest about conspirators against the Queen. Apparently they want to assassinate her. Not really that I mind, because actually the Queen is a character that I don't want to protect.
We'd never turn on ours.
Perhaps this will bring their ringleader out of the woodwork.
Ooh, now we have an interrogation.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Finally, something exploded. Okay.
A fire broke out.
It's not like we don't have
Fire has been
enough,
vanquished.
well, enough fire stations here. Okay, make the worker talk. I'm not telling you nothing about me and the gang. Threaten to increase taxation on all workers if he doesn't. Attempt to corrupt him. Is that all you know? Bleeding money from our veins when we don't even have enough for bread? There be a reckoning, mark my words, for all your lordly types. Your wealth was built with our blood.
Competitors are now at war.
Props are spinning.
Nothing to feel but hate. The Queen must be saved at all costs.
No, she doesn't.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Again, one of the very few
Injury to
characters
one
that I
is
don't mind if
injury
they
to
are
all.
gone.
Stand to attention for the... My heartfelt gratitude.
So now we have to wait a little bit. Yay, waiting times. Okay, oh, would you look at that? They now have a normal ground texture. So they don't look like a foreign object anymore. Nice. You can say what you want about the developers, but they are definitely working on all the small details as well. Whereas again, despite me always complaining about everything and so on, I'm actually fairly happy with this game. So, now we have here our airship. Time to bring the prisoner to Sir Archibald. How's the research queue doing? Well, so a lot of stuff.
You would be doing a great tolerance, sympathy, understanding. Supreme qualities in a monarch wishing for a happy reign. You have won the day.
A misunderstanding cleared up, a secure ceremony, cleaner streets, and all around.
Okay, that was it. Maybe I should have just tried to bribe him, but I don't see that I had the right options available to do something. Looks like Anne is a bit in trouble.
The
So,
royal seal upon it.
time to go to Trelawney again.
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Ship constructed.
Now we can finish the construction phase. Nice. So in this episode we are definitely going to finish the Iron Tower, as it seems. So here we already have a commuter pier, we have that oil refinery. Maybe we can totally go here for our potatoes. And we will also need flour and pigs.
Staff seem overwhelmed today, don't they?
Yeah, jam we are actually already producing on this island, but I might actually want to construct the jam production on the other island as well, to save that space, because in the end I want this all to be a city. And also all this industry will have moved away.
Always harder with someone at your shoulder.
They don't even cause artisan workforce anymore.
Cover your ears!
So, nothing special here as it seems. Did he, at least,
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
continue constructing his Arctic outposts? Nope, he didn't. Again, at least the AI is no total failure, but I would really... But it really seems like it can't deal with the late game systems. Which is honestly a bit disappointing. So you can now also go to Crown Falls. When is the next one ready? Yeah, that will still take a couple of minutes. And we can use you in the meantime to transport some items to Sternheim. So that we can get more scholars in there, which will further increase our research point limit.
Cargo boat at the ready.
in.
You know what would be really interesting? If I could set up a ship skin per trade route. That would be a nice little convenience feature.
Reporting in.
I'm pretty sure that is not going to happen anytime soon. We lost a bit of attractiveness. Well, we'll gain it back. Soon, the Iron Tower will be ready.
People celebrate your leadership.
Donut foray.
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
So, no, finally, that ship is coming.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So, and we need pigs and tallow, right?
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So, create a new group. So in that group we can now rename T7 tourists.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So you get the potatoes tourism.
Ship constructed.
Offering.
So, and you are for jam tourism. You will also get the specific skin. Trade route. Again for tourists, Cape Trelawney. From here to there. Jam tourism, and we will load in all the jam that we need. Yeah, actually, we don't even need to give it a proper name anymore. Thanks to some really cool features that the game has. I'm not going to deny it. So, time to build a local department.
of a coup securing their expertise.
Extra goods from farms. Which, fascinatingly, does not include orchards. Okay then, time to build another tractor. Well, fuel station, so that we can have tractors.
Nice day for it.
So... and we should now have a very heavy grain production. Yep. Now with the tractors and the bonuses from the trade unions and so on.
Too many changes, I hope.
Yeah, time to review the newspaper. Everything is fine.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So we are already at a productivity of 250%. Okay, that is actually quite evil. And yeah, what we need, however, are still potatoes. So here in that area we will have grain, here we will have the potatoes, and on that side we are going to have the animal farms. So we will build here a trade union.
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
By the way, what are you researching right now? The first production buildings? Yeah, maybe
Ship
for mining.
constructed.
This here's the part where it gets interesting. So in a couple of hours we can simply add a few more items. So, in Crown Falls, how many potatoes do we need? 7. There's something I can work with.
Done.
Oh, the iron tower is now done.
Oh, the ingenuity, the intricacy, the sheer daring of it. We looked to the skies and claimed them for our own, that all may know, look upon our works and praise the Empire. At last, the moment of truth approaches. Our stratospheric savior of burnished iron awaits. To the inauguration.
Oh, look! Yon to the horizon! The royal airship is approaching. Let us strike up the fanfare.
The royal airship is approaching.
Awaiting course.
Ah, there it is. Now come on, dear
especially
queen.
for a royal banquet in Embasa. But apparently, one of the guests stormed off, so the whole thing had to be canceled.
Oh, the fervor of a loving throng's adoration. What monarch has not dreamed of leaving such an imprint upon the ages of time? Today, we make history. We're only waiting for you to come to the ceremony. Do you really want to make your queen wait?
Yes, I want to make the queen wait because I hate you.
People celebrate
Please
your leader.
die.
What a splendid venue. The perfect shrine for this momentous occasion. Let the inauguration begin.
What an occasion! The splendor, the pomp, the royal guards parading are so proud and also attractive.
Pray, commemorate the moment. Let all future times remember this instant.
Well, it doesn't really feel like that it was that big of an achievement to build it.
Perhaps it is time to open the banquet. I do start to feel peckish. Tell us, what have you concocted to honor this grand occasion?
For the main course, pray avoid anything too reminiscent of the sea. Her Majesty came by airship especially to avoid such features of nauseating and dreary holidays, but this should be contemporary, striking in appearance as well as flavor, colourful to travel. Well, I don't have much, and now for the finale we have all been waiting for. Dessert! I do love a good patriotic trifle. Tell us, did you succeed in completing the masterpiece we asked for? I've been asking every day for news about it, jumping up and down for... on my four-poster bed like a little girl again, trying to imagine what it could taste like.
Perhaps we should have entrusted this delicate task to someone better suited to cooking than an administrator. Oh, well. We have requested our chefs deliver the recipe for our favorite dessert. This should help your restaurant regain some... Before we leave, pray provide us with some cloth. No questions. It is to be a surprise, a reward.
Oh, maximum resonance
The
plus
quality is
10%.
exceptional, naturally. And now, fresh off the looms, our tribute. Our thanks for your service, your diligence, and your loyalty. Now, Count.
Slick work.
A fitting tribute to the architect of such masterful works. This city, its glories and triumphs. The world deserves to know your quality, my loyal servant. The highest of all. Duty calls, I fear. But next time I...
So, what's that now? Was that now a special item that we got that we can slot in the museum, or... I am confused. What did you give me?
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
Staff seem overwhelmed today, don't they?
Yeah, it is overwhelming. Change buildings. Ah, she gave us a special skin. With the banners, yeah, we will keep the banners. It looks much better. Okay, good to know. So we now finished the Iron Tower. We got special skins for that. That is nice. All nice and well. But still, I want to have my potato farms.
We put our love into.
Is it supposed to be a likeness of Her Majesty's sovereign head? God save the poor girl if her face looks that fleshy.
Okay, so... Oh, 12 potatoes per minute. With that farm, we already got more than enough. Ah, right, and I was being stupid.
Ceasefire has ended.
I wanted to build it here on that side. And apparently, one of our ceasefires is now over. So, time to do a new one.
Right. We need some perspective.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So, and we might even want
I
to
try to like
build...
people a little more every day.
Yeah, and I try to not like you, because you always
Ship
declare war on
constructed.
people. Well, that makes it really hard for me. So sorry, Bente, but you are not wanted. Good, so now we have that, and...
Altitude stable.
So, tallow tourists from here to there, and you shall get all the tallow that you need. Dum, da, 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 dum.
Hovering.
And you get in return the flour tourists. Dum da dum da dum dum dum.
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
So we now got our potatoes, we got a little bit of grain. And I know that we already got a shit ton of pigs on Crown Falls. We are heavily overproducing on that end. But we could definitely use more tallow.
This city is a magnet for genius.
How did I actually arrange that pig area up here? Well, not really much different. Okay then. 1, 2, 3. So, and thanks to also the trade union, we should have an incredible amount of pig production by now.
Ideally, one should keep one's promise.
Yeah, shut up. I did not promise you anything. Sometimes the writing in this game just feels so off, because it's simply not telling the truth.
Bit for you, chunk for me.
A fire broke out.
Oh. Okay, that looks like one that did actually hurt. Then let's mobilize all our fire stations. So, now that one can also be redone. Yep.
They help
So
me a lot.
now that works again. Now time to go back to Cape Trelawney. So now we should have here proper amount of pigs. Yep, we do.
What brings you here, Master?
So, and what we do need now, however, why are you always jumping 2 tiles?
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Ship constructed.
What was I thinking?
Oh, you were thinking that you wanted to make money. Every decision you make, Carl, can be traced down to this. Money. So, and here we can now have our flour production. Which is way too much. But on the other side, we can now go for our tallow production via the rendering works. So how much tallow do we need in Crown Falls? 13. So let's produce 20. And now I need to be a bit careful because we don't have enough workforce. Something that I actually did not expect to happen anytime soon. So now we got that. Next stage will be You gotta be shitting me.
The people celebrate your leadership.
And here I really wish the orchards could be affected from by all the items that also affect the lumberjacks and so on. That would just be logical! It would be within the game's rules.
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
But apparently rules are there to be broken.
These donuts are all about the filling. If you had had some other pastries, I might have scoffed them too. Like the little creamy and curvy ones aboard the cruise ship. Delicious.
Okay then. So now we have here our orchards. So we are getting more than enough tallow, but what we also need is sugar and so on. There's something that we will get in the future. So you still need tallow to arrive. So in the meantime, in the Arctic, we have another ship. And soon we have another one that we can use. By the way, what is our research doing? Oh, we still need around 40 items. So item development, that would also be interesting.
Ship constructed.
Flour mill. Anything special here? Not really, just the standard production items. Aside from maybe that one. And then we have here also the rendering works.
All over the world. Every idea and approach under the sun.
Yeah, okay, and that's it. So, but you can go to Bright Sand, not Bright Sands, Crown Falls. So that we shall be able to deliver all these items for scholar residences to to Sternheim. Yeah, you need bread. Don't we even have bread here on this island? If we don't. Actually, we do. Reduce consumption of coffee, champagne, and canned food. Interesting. That one would reduce seafood stew and hibiscus tea.
The pastry chef Anno is something of a culinary saint.
Brioche Royale. We actually need gold for that one. Well. No, we will stay with the Trifle Tower. That will be easier for us to make.
bit of a coup securing their expertise.
So in grapes, we can actually also produce on this island here. We don't even need many for that. So, as a temporary thing,
I'll do. A farm? We know field. This city is a magnet for genius.
Jacob Sokol, the charitable banker. Also very good for increasing the amount of residences that we have. We have no real interest in that. At least, not right now. So, do we have any item that gives us sugar? That is the big question. Chocolate factory and fried plantain kitchen. Well, that is something that we can only construct in the new world, so not really what I was looking for.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Just a nibble then. To get the a free press is the sign of virtuous leadership.
So, the next thing that we need to work for is actually shampoo. That is something that we can do in the next episode. Slowly, the tourist customers, that is actually working. We now have over 3,000 of them. And if you get the bars working, then stuff will also be way easier. So first let's connect our botanical garden.
I'm positively giddy from all the sights and beauty.
Yeah, sure. Wait, you only have 99%, but they are literally down here. Just again, we don't see a range indicator. If a cafe is close enough, and so on. Or are they only not... they are not producing at 100%! Okay, that explains it. Still so weird that the gameplay systems here are now working so differently within that DLC. Okay, we already got a thumbnail for this episode. I mean, that is the Iron Tower, which takes so much space away despite not being very impressive. The question is, can we somehow also get sugar? No production.
Ceasefire has ended.
But why? We have sugar here. We have everything here. We have grapes. We have a rum. Is it really because we lack tourism? Actually, yes. So that was the main reason. What are you missing? Tallow. I thought we were producing enough tallow.
Ship under attack.
Call that a
Yeah,
storm?
problem solved.
Why, it was nothing at all.
So that should work again for a while. Okay, and we can heavily increase the range
A
of
bit
it,
of a coup, securing their expertise.
which should also give us a couple of thousand people once we have enough
How
tourists.
thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Okay, so I guess it is decided in the next episode we will start working on shampoo within the chemical plant. For that we are also going to need some building material here on that island. Also has the potential to be interesting.
Ship constructed.
And let's check first, what do we need for a shampoo? Oh. Totally forgot to switch our
The tubes await some throughput.
concrete production back on. Okay, let's check here. What do we need for a shampoo? Soap, coconut oil, and cinnamon. So for that we definitely have to go to the New World. Since we are talking about buildings that are not being influenced at all
The people celebrate
by
your
the
leadership.
by any items, that is actually something
Imagine
that
a
should
drink
work well
capable
for
of
us.
making Unbasin elders doze off in the sun before a service. Now that's a drink.
Yeah, and here we get coconut oil and cinnamon. Yeah, okay. That should actually work quite easy. That's something that we can do in the next episode. Really looking forward to that, actually. Because then finally, the New World also gets something. Because we did not really utilize it the entire time. So... you can go to Sternenheim. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If yes, please consider giving this video a little thumbs up. That would actually be a great feedback for me, and also it would help the channel greatly with visibility. Because, you know, YouTube algorithm shenanigans, which are totally not making me happy. And yeah, if you have any direct feedback, questions, whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And if you want to get notified whenever something new is being uploaded on this channel, make sure you're subscribed to it and that you have your notifications activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye.